I have coached over 80 people on quitting porn, and I've quit my own 10-year-old addiction as well. And one of the key aspects that most people are missing or get wrong is actually at the very beginning. And that's why they can go on a lengthy streak, like 100 days. I've saw streaks as long as 4 or even 1,000 days crumble just because there wasn't that foundation laid strong enough from the beginning. And so that foundation, what I found is having a strong and a clear reason of why are you doing this. And most people are very lost in terms of finding that core reason. Most of your reasons are really doing more bad than good. For example, one time when I was still addicted a few years ago, I told myself, after a relapse, this was my last relapse. The next time I'm ejaculating is with a woman. Now, right off the bat, that's a very weird reason for quitting, but it's also a very fraudulent reason. Why? Because the only reason for me to quit porn and masturbation and fapping is to later on do the same, but with a woman. It's lust all the same. And could you take a guess how long did that reason kept me motivated? I don't remember exactly, but it's definitely not longer than a week. And so if your reason for quitting porn is to find a woman and to specifically have sex with her, you're essentially depriving yourself of both worlds. You feel deprived of porn and masturbation, and you also probably not are sleeping with those girls anyway in that short period of time. So you're literally just suffering, and honestly, you're better off just watching porn and masturbating. There's no need to break someone's life just because you feel horny. I've coached quite a lot of Christians, and most of them say that they want a pure and virtuous wife. But I came to a realization that it's not exactly true. They may want it, but it's not like the core reason. Most of the time, the core reason is to just fornicate with her and to release that urge that we've been carrying around. Unless you truthfully know that your core reason is finding a virtuous and a pure woman, and you'd be alright if you never had sex with her, and that's your motivation for quitting, I can get behind that. But if your reason for quitting ejaculating is to continue ejaculating in the future, that's already a cursed pursuit from the get-go. Now, another reason that I heard people mention is they don't want to waste time or energy. Probably not wasting that much time anyway. And for example, if when you're laying in your bed, it's comfortable, it's private, and you get the urge, you don't really think about that you'll waste some time. Like, you'll sacrifice some time for a good time, right? That's usually what happens. So this reason in particular, it's not really effective. You may say that you care about your time, but you probably don't have that many things to fill up your time with anyway. Now, if you had, or if you're willing to find those things, then more power to you. Go out and do that. And then your core reason would be that I want to quit porn and I want to quit lust because I need time and energy for this particular thing. It's like boxers, like Mike Tyson, abstaining for years or months before the fight. But just saving time and energy, it says nothing. What are you using those resources for? And now let's talk about some of the findings that I had in my personal life, and I try to help others that I coach them. A lot of times people want some external motivation to motivate them, right? Oh, I want more attraction from women, I want this, I want that. Honestly, the things changed for me that I shifted from being external oriented to internal oriented. The point of intrinsic motivation is not what you get, is who you become in the process. It's the transformation of how you entered and how you left. It's the ability to look people in the eyes and don't feel weird. It's knowing that you are virtuous in the eyes of God and that you're in control of your primal instincts. Then late at night, you wake up and you have the strongest urge that you ever had in your life. And you're able to say, I'm not going to give in because it's just not who I am or I want to be. And I'm sacrificing that instant pleasure for the delayed gratification that I get from feeling proud of myself. That's when you know you've quit porn and lust.